Hey guys, welcome to another edition of our online newsletter. Plenty to cover this month. Of course, our horse to follow. It's been a bit quiet the last month or two, but we're starting to get horses back to the trials and the races. And there's one horse in particular, and he's quickly becoming a favourite of mine, that I'll point you toward. He's third up this time in. It's only his second preparation, and he's never run a bad race. So we'll touch on that soon. Also, our yearlings, we'll give you a bit of an update on one of our yearlings. We've had a few come through the system now, so there is one or two that are sticking out for the time being. And of course, our open day. We had our open day last month. The weather turned out, the people turned out. It was a great day. And we'll touch on perhaps having another open day towards the end of the year. So horses to follow. Now, the horse I'm talking about is a big, beautiful son of Sebring named Bring a Gem. He's never run a bad race. He's had 6 starts for 1 win and 4 seconds, and he ran 4th at his first start, so he's never been out of the top 4. He's just a horse that keeps getting better, although he's not quite there yet. You'll notice when you watch the replay that we put up shortly that when he gets to the front, he doesn't quite know what to do. He doesn't know how to put them away yet. And it's only when he's actually headed by another horse that he knuckles down, pins the ears back and has another go. But he's third up this time in. His first race was during the Big Wagga Cup Carnival, where he started 26-1, and he missed out by a head winning that. I don't know why he was such big odds, but it was good for our owners anyway. And his next start over 1,500 metres was at Newcastle. He carried 60.5 kilos. He was only second up, as I said, and he just got nabbed on the line there as favourite. So he's third up now. He won third up in his first preparation, so we expect him to be near his top. And with every race, he's learning more and more and more. So we'll show you that replay of Bring a Gem's last race at Newcastle over the 1,500 metres. As I said, he was carrying 60.5 kilos here. And just watch him when he gets to the front. He's not quite there yet, but when we say this fellow has potential, I'm sure you will see why. We feel that way once you watch this replay. So this is Bring a Gem at Newcastle.
Now, last from Newcastle, they're all in. They're off. Out wide, Prince Rube again pretty well. Home wins near the back of the field when they're underway, and Bring a Gem away well, the favourite. Going up there on the outside was Victory Anthem. Prince Rube goes on with it. So Victory Anthem and Prince Rube pair off, and Bring a Gem gets the nice sit behind them. Rock Prodigy whipping up on the outside, followed by Longchamp Lass looking for a position. Then Face Like Thunder, midfield the rails, followed by Extreme Measure. Chalmers caught a little bit deep. Further back was Home Win, Witty Woman on the inside, and Tick can see them all. Turning off the back straight at the 950 metre mark, and Victory Anthem shows the way by a half length on Prince Rue. Bring a Gem in the box seat along the inside, needing a little bit of luck to get out though. Rock Prodigy moving up, so too at that point behind those was Face Like Thunder. In the centre of horses, Extreme Measure, Chalmers, Longchamp Lass just ahead of those. Then Witty Woman, Home Win about to be pulled to the outside. And Ticked is last of all, coming around the turn. They've got 500 metres to go. And Victory Anthem, the leader from Prince Rue. Bring a Gem about to get the run around the leader's heels. And into the clear now, the favourite. Rock Prodigy, Chalmers, Longchamp Lass. Home Win pulled to the outside, wanting to have a bump there with Extreme Measure. Then Ticked at the 200. Bring a Gem descended upon the lead from Victory Anthem, Chalmers. Extreme Measure ticked wide out, but it's Bring a Gem at the 150. Chalmers looming up strongly. Bring a Gem joined by Chalmers. Bring a Gem. Chalmers going to it. Oh, just wants to hang in late, but Chalmers will give Chris Lees 4 for the day. Chalmers has beaten home Bring a Gem. Photo third. Tick look prominent out wide. Then Longchamp Lass, Extreme Measure. Further back in the field was Face Like Thunder with Victory Anthem. Home.
So there you have it. That's Bring a Gem stepping up to 1,600 metres next start. He'll be third up. I'm sure he won't be carrying 60 plus kilos this time. I think the weights came out because he is in a Class 2 event. and he's carrying 56 kilos, I believe. So big drop in weight, steps up a little in distance, which will suit him, and you would think that he would be very hard to beat. Look, we're just waiting for the penny to drop with this fellow. He's definitely a city class horse, and his owners are having a great time with him so far, and there's more good times to be had with this fellow. As I touched on earlier, we had our open day last month, so I'd like to thank those that came out and showed their support. It was a great day, beautiful horses, great people, good conversation. A lot of people obviously turn up and have these beautiful horses in common. Met a lot of new people, a lot of new owners that came out and showed their support, and we certainly want to have another one later on in the year. So we'll definitely keep you posted. As we get toward the back end of the year and everything settles down, we'll be sure to lock in a date so that the people that couldn't make the first one can hopefully get out to the second one. Now our yearlings. So we've had a few yearlings come into the stable. There were two in particular that caught my eye. I went out to track work one morning, and the Manhattan Rain Natouche colt, who of course we got rid of straight away amongst current owners in our database, came into work along with a Zoustar colt. He's out of a mare called Fascinating. She's a full sister by Choisir to Shoystar, who was a stakes-winning 2-year-old. He actually won the Fernhill Handicap as a 2-year-old over 1,600 metres. So everyone wants to be a part of these Zoustars. I haven't been promoting this fellow. I've just left him kind of sitting there as a coming soon type horse. He is a horse I'd like to move our current owners and people on our database into, because we really quite like this horse. You'll hear exactly what Gary thinks of him after we show you this piece of track work. So we'll show you some track work footage. You'll see the Manhattan Rain colt on the inside working with the Zoustar colt on the outside, and then following that will be Gary Portelli's comments on the Zoustar colt and what exactly he thinks of him at this point.
This Zoustar colt reminds me a lot of a couple of horses I've got coming through the grades at the moment. Some of these Zoustars I think they're taking a little bit more time. I think everyone's got one in their backyard that they've got a high opinion of. I've got two of them at the moment actually that I think are really good Saturday company type horses. But geez, he's a good mover. He's watched the video here. He really floats along and he's quite willing. He wants to go forward. He's a really nice horse.
So there you have it. That was the Zoustar out of Fascinating colt. Obviously, Gary's got a very high opinion of him. We've seen Zoustar Quinella, the Group 2 2-year-old event in Dubman over the weekend. And the weekend prior, of course, the Portelli stable had Ronstar win in town in a 2-year-old event. So it's a stallion that Gary knows very well. It's a stallion that everyone wants to be a part of. And as you can see, watching this video and listening to the feedback, we've got quite an opinion on this fellow. So if you are interested, be sure to contact me through our website, elitethoroughbreds.com.au, or give us a call at the office, and I'd be more than happy to have a chat or send you information via email with regards to that lovely Zoustar colt. Well, that's all we've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed the newsletter, and we'll be sure to catch up again come next month.